I'm trying to get back into the let me mute this. I'm trying to get back into the mute like the fold of things. I'm watching this Clarissa Shields fight. So basically, this is a little introduction I'm gonna be doing at the beginning of all my videos for like the next couple of weeks to let everybody know. I'm gonna be pumping out about 3 to 5 videos every day. We got a podcast coming, and also the website is gonna be active. I was supposed to be at Thurman Garcia last week. Got really sick, but water under the bridge. Let's move forward. Next month, April the 22nd. What is today's date? What the fuck is today's date? Today's the 10th, right? No, today's the 11th. April the 22nd in the Barclays Center on Showtime. You're gonna have Andre Berto versus Shawn Porter. You know, Shawn Porter's last fight was against Keith Thurman. He hasn't fought since. Keith Thurman has since fought Danny Garcia and won. Before Andre Berto's last fight was in the rematch against Victor Ortiz, where he stopped him. So this fight is for the This fight is the WBC eliminator. So the winner of this fight is going to be the mandatory for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's other mandatory WBA is likely going to be Lamont Peterson. So in the meantime, Keith Thurman's in a good situation to fight basically who he wants next. If he wants to be active, if he wants to fight a top 15 ranked guy, make some money, then he can go ahead and do that. So, if you don't know, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. We're going to try this again next month. And this time, I'm going to make sure I'm not working myself, and I'm going to be healthy. So, we're going to be at Berto versus Shawn Porter. And we're going to do it right this time. Alright? So, here's the thing. Am I really excited about this fight? Put it this way. Berto is at a crossroads of his career. Shawn Porter, not so much. But I really want to see if Shawn Porter is going to improve, because basically Shawn Porter is what I call an erratic fighter. You see what I'm saying? So even though he has that relentless pressure, you don't really see too much skill in there, and he smothers his punches. However, if you don't know how to contain that erratic shit, he will beat you the fuck up. Excuse my language. Don't excuse my language. So I'm wondering what Berto is going to do. Now, Berto, in the past, we've seen, has had problems with fighters who crowd his space. Whether you say he was injured or not, or more so aggressive fighters. Jesus Soto Carras, the first fight with Victor Ortiz. Even a little bit of Jean Zabet. And, his basically, I guess you can say it was the biggest loss. Was that the biggest loss of his career? Robert Guerrero, or was it Victor Ortiz? Whatever the case may be, he does have some punching power, but now we're going to have to see the boxing ability and that savviness. We're going to have to see, how, we're going to have to see his ring IQ, right, when dealing with Shawn Porter. Just so happens he's trained by Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter is the trainer of Andre Ward. Andre Ward has a very good inside game, despite the fact that you didn't see it against Kovalev. So I'm pretty sure that they're smart enough to know, okay, how are we going to contain this fucking crazy-ass, wild-ass shit he's going to be coming in here with? You see what I'm saying? So it's an interesting fight in that way, because it is technically not only a crossroads fight for Andre Berto, because if he loses, then it's like, well, okay, Andre Berto, you're like kind of really done. He was already known as being a gatekeeper before. Now it's like, and he's always been like a gatekeeper for that WBC title, it seems. But anyway, moving on. When you look at Shawn Porter, if he loses, what people are going to say? Well, maybe he should leave his pop. He's too wild. He's got to slow down. Maybe he should move to 154. Now, people say, well, why don't he move to 154 or 160? His body type, his frame, he's only about 5'6". I say about 5'5". After being in a room when before, what was this? I think that was at Con Algeria I was at. He's a short dude. I'm 6'2", damn near 6'3". But he's a short dude. So 154 and 160 with his style, he's going to be compensating a lot. He's going to be losing a lot. So, like I said, the fight's happening on April the 22nd on Showtime. Just so happens they announced it at Thurman Garcia fight I was supposed to been at, but whatever the case may be, as they say, hell first. So I'm wondering really what type of fight is Andre Berto going to fight, because Shawn Porter's going to be right there in his face, and also we're going to really be able to see the boxing ability or skills, or if they've improved of Andre Berto. You see what I'm saying? Because as I said, we've always seen that he's had issues, with pressure fighters. And Shawn Porter, as I said, if you're not ready for that shit, man, he's going to knock you the fuck out. He's going to rough you up, and he's going to beat you the fuck up. Poor old Molly Malinachi. And then you saw Keith Thurman was having some issues with that shit, especially on the ropes once again. Shawn Porter smothers his work. So, only time will tell. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with Fight View 360. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. All the links to my social media right there below in the description box.